Hey, what's up? It's Mack Guitar Guy here. Well, I've got to admit, my curiosity has gotten the best of me. I've been so curious and intrigued about all I've been seeing and hearing about the Harley Benton guitars online. I mean, how good could a $249 guitar actually be, right? Well, I ordered a Harley Benton HB35. It's their replica of a 335 style guitar. The guitar arrived yesterday, so I've had about 24 hours with it. So I'm going to give you the details and specs on this guitar and give you my personal opinion on what's good and what's not so good about it. I'll play through various styles of music so you can hear it for yourself. With that said, let's hop over and take a look. So I ordered the guitar from Thomann on Saturday and it arrived on Wednesday. The invoice shows that it was shipped from Germany, which is pretty impressive when you consider the shipping time. The guitar was packaged really well. I didn't notice any damage to the outer box. And upon unboxing the guitar, the first thing I noticed was the weight of the guitar. The guitar feels very solid. It's not that the guitar is so heavy, but it feels like a quality built instrument. And upon removing it from the wrapping, I was again impressed at how beautiful the guitar is. Next, I wanted to see how the guitar felt and sounded. Now this is where I was hooked. After tuning it up and starting to play the guitar unplugged, I was really blown away. I don't know if it was just the luck of the draw or what, but the setup on this guitar was absolutely perfect. The action is low and there's no buzzing or dead areas whatsoever across the entire neck of the guitar. I've never bought a guitar that I didn't have to make some setup adjustment to, even with my higher end $3,000 and $4,000 guitars. This thing really plays like a dream, and unplugged it sounds absolutely beautiful with sustain that goes on forever. So next I had to plug it up and see what these Roswell pickups sounded like. The pickups definitely sounded better than what I was expecting from a $249 guitar. They sounded more like what you would expect on a $500 guitar. They're not higher end pickups, but they are by no means cheap sounding. So let's take a closer look at the guitar itself. The construction of the neck and body of the guitar is maple. I really like the shape and design of the headstock. It has a nice, elegant look to it. I even like the Harley Benton logo, and there's a really nice inlay or stencil beneath the logo between the tuners. The tuners are generic type tuners with triangular shaped tuner keys. Now, in my opinion, the tuners are the most undesirable components of the entire guitar. With that said, that's an easy, quick, and an inexpensive upgrade. The nut is a plastic nut, as you would expect to find on a guitar at this price, but the nut's not bad. My only critique with this area of the guitar is that the area was routed out for the nut, but it's a little larger than a nut itself. So there's a slight little gap at the top of the nut. Nothing obtrusive, and you'd really have to look close to see this imperfection. The neck has a Pal-Ferro fretboard with square and rectangular perloid inlays. Now the inlays are not as nicely done as you would find on higher end guitars like Les Pauls, but they're not bad, and you would really have to look close to find the subtle little imperfections in the details. The fret edges are good. They're not as polished or smooth as you'd find on higher end guitars, but there's no sharp or jagged edges that you'd notice when playing the guitar. The frets themselves are a little scratchy when bending and with vibrato, but that's something that will smooth itself away as you play the guitar. Or you could even do a fret polish when doing the first string change on the guitar. Now the body is a really nice 335 double cutaway shape and a really beautiful lemon drop burst finish. The body is maple, but with a mahogany center block or sustain block. It comes with their Roswell Alnico humbuckers in the neck and bridge. Again, the pickups aren't bad, and they are musical and not harsh. Now here's the definite plus with the controls on this guitar. Both volume pots are push-pull pots, which allows you to split the humbucker pickups to get a single coil tone from each of the pickups. The rest is what you'd expect, a three-way switch and the volume knob and tone control for each pickup. There's a 3-ply pickguard between the pickups and really nice looking F-holes. I was impressed with how clean the edges and finishing on the F-holes were done. The F-hole cavities have a clean appearance as well. You can see some of the wires through the bottom F-hole, but it's not too bad and definitely not a deal breaker. All in all, it really is a well-constructed guitar. And being nitpicky, I can point out 3 or 4 minute little imperfections, but again, neither is a deal breaker. And I can point out similar imperfections on some of my higher end Les Paul guitars. Is it a Les Paul? Well, no. But is it a guitar that looks great, that you could play out live and record with? Oh, absolutely, without hesitation. So let's have a listen to it. So now that we've had a chance to have a detailed look and listen at the guitar, here's my honest and unbiased opinion. The guitar is definitely a great value. To get this quality in a guitar, you usually expect to spend at least $500. As far as the good with this guitar, there's so much to love about it. It's a beautiful guitar that's well constructed with a nice weight and feel. But more importantly, it plays and sounds like a guitar about 8 times the price. As far as the not so good, I definitely didn't like the tuners on the guitar, and I've already ordered a set of Grover Deluxe tuners to install on it. The guitar stays in tune relatively well, but the tuners do feel like there's some slippage occurring. Next are the pickups. Not that the pickups are bad, but I just have a personal preference for the tone that I know that I could get out of this guitar. So I will be upgrading the pickups. Aside from that, it truly is a great guitar at an insane price. And I won't be surprised to see the price on these guitars continually increase. Well, if you found this video helpful and informative, please click the subscribe bell and give me a thumbs up for more guitar related content.